Hello, Gemini. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot, and we are doing October readings today. I've got the Wonderland Tarot here, and as always, these are general tarot readings for a general Gemini audience. Ooh, that's kind of blurry. Let's see. That help? That's better. So please take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't for another Gemini. I try to give lots of examples of how the energy might show up. I invite you to check out the videos for all of your major astrological placements, so like your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign. And I've also got a rune deck here, so let's pull your rune card. Okay, Algies. This is the Rune Magic Oracle deck. And then I've got the Wisdom of the Oracle deck here. So let's grab one of these. Ooh, the Fates. Okay, so starting with the Rune card here, Algies is the card of sort of spiritual protection. But that protection comes with your own spidey sense, is what it is. It's honoring your own awareness that something might be off, or your own kind of gut instinct that something could be off. It's kind of like when the deer in the woods hears that twig snap and knows it's a hunter stalking him. So give credence to the spiritual protection that's granted to you by trusting your gut or honoring the red flags that might come up. You know, sometimes, say in relationships, for one example, we might be inclined to give someone the benefit of the doubt when they're big honking red flags that we should be honoring instead. Go ahead and listen to those red flags when they come up. They're there for a reason. You have the spiritual protection, or the divine guidance, the foresight to honor the warnings when they come up. So take those messages when you get them. That's what this particular rune is all about. That's not to say that you're going to be in any great danger, or that there's some big tragedy that could unfold in October. It's just that reminder that you've been given a brain and a gut, so honor those red flags when you see them. Okay. Kind of relatedly, the Fates speaks to the idea that sometimes there are those things that we can control in life, and there are things that we can't control in life. And it's up to us to kind of navigate between those kind of issues, to know when we can control a situation, or when it's up to us to take action on something, and when we should honor the idea that it's not in our hands to control a situation, or it's not up to us to fix a situation or micromanage a person. Sometimes people are who they are, and it's not up to us to fix them or change them or manage them. Sometimes some people have to learn their own lessons, and it's our job to let them make their mistakes or learn their lessons, as the case may be. So those are two really interesting oracle cards here, Gemini, that seem to indicate maybe there's some hands-off moments here for you in October. Some opportunities for you to let other people make their own mistakes or grow in the direction that they're going to grow. Maybe some moments for you to step back and give yourself some peace of mind, and let other people be who they're going to be, and honor maybe red flags as they come up. So take that as it resonates for you, and let's take a look at the tarot. So in the first column here, which for me kind of resonates a bit with like the first week, more or less, of October, we have the Nine of Wands with the Five of Cups. Now, the Nine of Wands often indicates a time when you may be feeling a little bit of burnout, when you've gone through kind of a tough cycle and there's a little bit more to go, but that last mile or that last phase is seeming like a long, a tough cycle. You might have to remove some things from your calendar. You might have to say no to some projects or opportunities that you might otherwise say yes to, just in order to get to the finish line on a particular project, or just to manage this particular month. It's not because you're not talented or capable. It's just because there's a lot going on, maybe you bit off more than you can chew, or you might have a particular project that's taking up way more bandwidth than you would normally give to a project. This could be something like helping your sister plan her wedding, or being involved in the school play, or something like that takes up an extraordinary amount of time, or helping your kid get ready for SATs, or something. There's something that's taking up a lot of bandwidth that may require you to give up something else. That seems to be paired with the Five of Cups, which indicates something that feels a bit like a loss. It could be a personal relationship, or something that feels like something that didn't quite live up to your expectations. But not to worry, there is still something to move forward with this Five of Cups moment. Again, it could be a personal relationship. It could be some other situation where you feel like maybe you didn't get a chance to give it your all, or it could be a return. Maybe a relationship had to go on a back burner, something like this. But not to worry. Again, it looks like you're starting the month with, we've already got a couple of cards here that indicate maybe there's something you need to, a red flag or something of that nature. You really need to give yourself a bit more wiggle room in terms of a personal project, or maybe your day job, something like that. So you will be able to revisit this moment of disappointment. There is still something to move forward with. It's not a complete loss. It's just not going to look right now like you had hoped it would be at this point. There's some rebuilding or some resuscitation that you'll have to do a little bit later. Now, when we look at the next column, we have the Five of Swords with the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is a beautiful card. It indicates not only a sort of a culmination of a relationship or feeling like a part of a tribe or a part of a community, pardon me, but also a new beginning in terms of your associations. This could be friends and family. It could be like a club or a group that you belong to that you get to branch out with, or there's a new beginning. That could look something like a bowling league or a book club or even a choir or a theater group that starts a new play or something like that, being able to start again. But this does tend, because it's paired with the Five of Swords, which indicates a time of maybe a miscommunication, or as somebody drops a ball somewhere. So this culmination, which could be in the example of a community theater group, maybe something you miss an audition notice or something like that, or there's a party or a function that you didn't hear about, or the dates get mixed up, or the planning committee doesn't get the right invitations or something like that. There seems to be some sort of miscommunication. Again, this can get straightened out. It's just a misinformation or a miscommunication, but that does put a little bit of confusion into this new beginning. Now, this looks to be the strongest week in the whole month, this roughly the third week of October. We have Judgment paired with the Wheel of Fortune, both major arcana cards, both victory cards. With the Judgment, this can be not only a victory, but a rebirth of something. So again, if something went hinky over here, this can be the successful sort of rebirth or redo of whatever this was, or this could be the rebirth of this relationship that had to be put on the back burner or maybe got stalled out, something like that. The thing I love about the Judgment card is that it comes when you get to let go of something that didn't work or something that was restrictive in some way, or felt like confinement, and allows you to really be free and display or share the truth of yourself in some way. It can really be almost an announcement of a rebirth of yourself, or even a rebranding of yourself. Now, this is paired with the Wheel of Fortune, which is a change of luck, a new season of opportunities. So whatever you're sharing up here, or whatever is kind of unlocked with this rebirth or rebranding, brings in new opportunities. If you're looking for a job, that can be a new slew of interviews or options. If you're single and looking, this could be dating opportunities, especially if you're on those dating apps. Or if, a relationship had gone on the back burner, this can be a time when, there's more conversations and dates and connections within a particular relationship, that sort of thing. I think you see what I'm saying. There's a lot of different ways that this change of luck can happen. It can be different for different Gemini, obviously. Take it as it resonates for you, but it's generally a new season of opportunity and advancement. But you do have to participate. You do have to say yes to these invitations and opportunities that come your way. In the final column, we have two more major arcana cards, the Hierophant and the Hermit, and these are both cards of learning and sort of spiritual advancement or spiritual practice in different ways. The Hierophant is kind of a public guru. This could be going back to school and finding a sort of mentor or a teacher. It doesn't have to be a traditional learning space like a college or university, although it could be a traditional setting. It could be an unconventional learning space, like a sort of adult education classes at a community school, or even more casual amongst maybe friends or some other guru, mentor, some other situation like that. But this typically tends to be an educational situation with some sort of spiritual bent or a higher learning that you're excited to bring into practice. The Hermit is very similar, although it tends to be more of a solo practice, some learning that you do for yourself. It might be something that you do watching YouTube videos or reading books, something along those lines. It can be also spiritual, although it doesn't have to be. It can be artistic, although it doesn't have to be. Take it as it resonates for you. But it looks like you ended the month very eager to add to your skill set, potentially spiritually, potentially artistically, but it's certainly to add meaning to your life, and possibly with the notion to change the lives of others at some future time. Wow. This is such an unusual reading, Gemini. I hope you love it. If this has been helpful, I invite you to leave a comment, share, subscribe. But in any case, please take good care of yourself. Thank you so much for dropping by. Until next time, bye for now.